everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 60426, Jungle Explorer Off-Road Truck from the LEGO City theme. This set contains 314 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for $34.99 in the US. This set was sent to me for review by the LEGO Group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So here's the main build of this set, the actual truck, and I think this build's alright. It doesn't strike me as anything like too exciting or interesting, but that doesn't make it bad per se, it's just far from the best I've seen. Now this is a LEGO City set that targets a 6+ audience, so obviously it's going to be a little bit simple. And there is some cool details in here, but this is far from my favorite build of this wave. It reminds me a lot of the kind of builds we see in like LEGO Jurassic World, where it's like, this is fine, but I'm really only buying this for the dinosaur. I feel like this is kind of a similar case where you're really only buying this for the tiger. But let's not discount this entirely, let's take a look at what it has to offer. The roof of the truck comes off and that gives you access to the driver's seat, and there is only room to fit one minifigure on the front. That's a little bit unfortunate, it would have been nice if you could actually fit two, because a lot of LEGO vehicles these days do allow you to fit two, but one's not the end of the world. And because there is only one, there's a lot of room for that figure. Of course, you just plop them down on these two studs right here, close the roof back up, and there we go, there's how it looks to have a minifigure actually driving the truck. You can see through the windows on the side, and there is no actual doors in this build, like nothing to open up to get the minifigure in and out. Behind the driver's seat, though, there's a fully enclosed interior, and this is probably my favorite part of the build. You can see there's a second seat in there, so you can fit a second minifigure in here, and there's like a sticker of a live camera feed showing the tiger. So someone could be sitting in there controlling the camera while the camera films the tiger, and then they see the results on the screen. That's actually really cool. Another pretty neat detail, you can see the previous video right here, and it's got a picture of a crocodile on it. And the crocodiles are, of course, in one of the other sets from this wave, so I guess they just finished visiting the crocodiles and now they're visiting the tiger. And if we look at the crocodile map piece, this does not come in this set, but this tiger map piece does. If you put them next to each other, you can see the crocodiles are the stop before the tiger, and this sticker helps contribute to that story. In here, too, there's a little first aid kit in the back that can be removed. There's how that looks up close. It's a printed piece, and it comes in lots of LEGO City sets. And it just slides in here behind this trans orange piece. But of course, there's that seat in the center, so you can plop a minifigure in there, and when you close the truck up, they're pretty hidden away. On the side of the truck, you have the sticker with the Explorer's logo on it. That was used in the Explorer sets last year, and it's also used this year in pretty much all the Explorer's vehicles. And there's also two little chests on the side here, too. These are the LEGO Minecraft chests with the square tops. And if you open them up, one has just binoculars inside, fairly old LEGO piece, but always very effective. And the other one holds a banana, I guess if you get hungry for some reason on the road. Finally, at the back, there's the camera, which is on mini ball joints, and we took a look at that before. But you can move it around to actually point it at the tiger or whatever you want. And if you move it up and down the way, you can see there's a little bit of room in the back of the truck. This is where you can put your third minifigure in the set if you want. And this back flap does come down to give you easier access in and out. So honestly, the more I look at this, I do think this is a solid build. Obviously not like the most spectacular thing in the world, and it is very simple because it's for a younger audience. But there's little like play features and details throughout that they definitely did not need to include. It could have just been a truck that didn't do anything, but no, the camera's nice, I like the whole interior section, that's actually really cool. And then you have the chest on the side too. Yeah, there's a lot to play with here despite just being like a little vehicle. And it looks decent too. Again, it's not like breathtaking or anything. I much prefer like the big helicopter from this wave, but that set's $100, this one's $35. So yeah, I think this is fine. And then the other build in this set is this little bit of natural terrain. There's like this cave for the tiger to stand in, though it is a little bit small. I kind of wish it went a bit deeper, but this does look nice. I like the variants in the rocks. These are all very good pieces that are in here. The tree at the top is simple but pretty, and the bones to represent like the tiger's previous meals is a cool touch. Something else very cool is there's a clip on one side of the build and a bar on the other. That doesn't connect to anything in this set. However, if you get multiples of the Explorer sets from this wave, they all come with terrain pieces that also have those, so you can connect them together to make one giant terrain. And that's awesome. Modularity is always good. There's a lime green frog up here too, by the way. And then of course, this is all made for the tiger, the main focus of this set. With him in there, you can see, yeah, I wish there was a little bit more room, because look, I've got his front leg as far forward as possible while still being connected, and the back leg's not actually connected to anything. I mean, he still stands up just fine, but extending this back one or preferably two more studs really would have done so much. It would have made this feel more like a complete build and less of a vignette. So I don't know, it's good, I just wish there was more of it, you know? And I think that's about all I have to say for the builds of this set, at least for now. I'll talk about them a little bit more at the end of the video, as well as have a discussion about the price. For now, though, let's take a look at the tiger, and then we'll take a look at the minifigures. So here's a close look at the tiger, which is obviously the main draw of this set, and I think this figure is actually really cool. It uses the new reddish-orange color for the base, which was introduced earlier this year, and that was a bit surprising. I expected them just to use normal orange, but honestly, this works really well, and the black stripes look really great with it. The actual mold here is very similar to LEGO's Lion mold, and actually I think the body mold's exactly the same despite this all technically being one piece, but the head mold is new for this figure, and he's got like the fluffy cheeks, which looks so cute, and honestly the printing on the face is really good. It feels quite realistic while still fitting in the LEGO style. This is a genuinely quite good animal. There is some articulation on this figure, the head can move down or or move up, and same thing with the hind legs. So you can even have the tiger walking around like this if you want for some reason. That's a little bit funny. I don't know if it needed all this articulation, but you know what? I'll take it. 9 times out of 10, more articulation is better, and just gives you way more options for play. So yeah, I really like this figure. It's definitely the most interesting thing in the set. So here are the first 2 minifigures in this set, and these are 2 of the just like generic Explorer characters for this wave. They're the same characters that came in the Ocean and Arctic Explorer sets last year, but of course they have all new jungle themed outfits. Right off the bat, immediately, you could say they share the same exact leg print, and I believe that's new for this wave. And it's very simple, it's just dark tan pants and they have little pockets on them. But I think they look really nice. However, what I really love is all the characters this wave do have different torso prints, despite the fact that they are all very similar to each other and match each other. These 2 are pretty distinct though. The character on the left, I believe, is like the leader of the expedition, and she's got her shirt like tied up, and I love the little necklace that she has. That's a really cool touch. Her hairpiece too is quite cool because it's actually different from the one that she had in the Ocean sets. In those, she had her hair down a little bit more, but now it's tied up into a bun, and that makes a lot more sense for exploring the jungle. Her face print too, I think, is a fairly good older woman face. Not my favorite we've ever gotten, but it is still pretty solid. And there's a look at the back torso print too, and obviously no alternate face. And then the character on the right here is the medic. He's got like a little stethoscope, a little monitor, and the blue gloves too are a small but very cool detail. He uses Cole's hair from Ninjago, and then his face print, I don't know, I've never been the biggest fan of this one. I just feel like something about it seems a little bit off to me. Like maybe his mouth's a bit too high, but that might just be a me thing. Regardless, I like how you can see a bit of his stethoscope on the other side of his torso. That's good attention to detail on the designer's part. So yeah, fairly good minifigures overall. I'm happy to get these characters again, and I really like the new outfits. The leader character especially, I think, looks great. And then the final minifigure in this set is probably the most exciting one. We have Johnny Thunder. Now, if you're not familiar with who Johnny Thunder is, he's a character from the old LEGO Adventurers theme, but they brought him back here for LEGO City, and I think that's awesome. I want to see LEGO do more of this, bringing like old characters into modern LEGO themes. We've seen it a little bit with like Clutch Powers from Ninjago, but yeah, this is very, very neat. And he fits in well. His design is very similar to the original, just with modern design standards. He doesn't have his pistol anymore, which he used to have. I get why he doesn't have that, but it would have been cool. However, I do like the little red scarf around his neck. There's a look at his back torso print. You can see those ropes continue around his back, and he uses like the Indiana Jones hairpiece in dark brown. His accessory is really cool too. It's a map to the tiger, and these actually come in all the Explorer sets this wave. There's 4 different map pieces that all connect, and each of them show off the animal in the set that it comes in. This very easily could have been a sticker, but no, it is a print, and that's very nice. It makes the set feel a little more premium. There's a full look at his face print. I think that's a great expression on him. I like the little sideburns that he has too. And then of course no alternate face because it would peek out the back of his head. But yeah, awesome minifigure. This is not the cheapest way to get him. He does come in a $10 set, but I'm happy that he comes in more than one because this guy is really cool. But overall, what are my thoughts on this set? Well, I haven't touched on the price yet, and at $35, I mean, that's okay. It's really not the best. I think at $35, I wish the terrain build was a little bit bigger or the truck was a little bit bigger, because that's the thing. Each one independently feels way too small for what you're getting, and the 2 together maybe make up the price, but I think you're definitely paying tiger tax with this set. See, I think $30 would have been good for this, and $25 would have been perfect. $35, though, does feel a little bit on the pricier side, though it's not the worst price set I've ever seen. In terms of the actual set, though, I mean, honestly, I'd only recommend it if you really want the tiger. I think this is probably the weakest of all the Adventurer sets. There's 2 cheaper than this that I like a lot more. And then, of course, the bigger one is $100, but that's a phenomenal set. So if you want something bigger, maybe start saving up for that. The tiger's really cool, but I feel like the rest of the set doesn't make up for that. There is cool details in here, and I think for kids especially, it could be a lot of fun. But for older collectors, I wouldn't necessarily not recommend this set, but I'd recommend pretty much all the other LEGO City Explorer sets before this one. Again, unless you're a huge fan of the tiger and you just want the tiger specifically, then I mean, I guess I can't talk you out of it. The tiger is a great figure. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And let me know in the comments which 2024 LEGO City set do you want to see a review of next. But as of this one, I think that's about all I have to say. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!